I am a channeler, seer, guide to new frequencies. All my life I have been contacted by many different beings, felt into a lot of different frequencies. And when I say contacted, I don't mean just within my mind. This was a span of about, well, pretty much since birth till late 40s, 48 years old, had a lot of contact with different beings that they actually came to me and I could see them. Sometimes they would just come in like a form that would just evaporate, like disappear. Sometimes they were physically there. Sometimes they were physically there and then they disappear. It just all depended on the actual message, what they were trying to relay, how they were trying to wake me up. Had a lot of premonition dreams. So really being guided on this life, not just in the 3D world, but also in a spiritual sense. And I've been pretty much to myself, slowly drips and drabs, getting my messages out there for the last few years, but really starting to propel that recently. So I have an awesome following usually. There's Sandra. Hey, Sandra. So good to see you. I'm not sure if the following is going to happen at the moment because I'm a lot later than I usually do these live chats. Go on my Facebook page. It'll be there if you see this at a later date. But this is my very first time I'm doing a letter channel message. And I wanted to do it live. I'm kind of experimenting at the moment, just figuring out how I'm going to actually do this. So just bear with me. But we're going to be picking either one of these letters. There's 3 letters here. And with each stamp mark, so that you guys can like forward ahead. If I don't have a stamp mark there, you can kind of scroll ahead on the live until you see something like this. So this will be number 1. And then, if it's for number 2, obviously, can I find number 2? Number 2 and so forth. So that's how it will work. And then you just find the number that you feel you resonate with. I'll tell you which numbers are which soon. And you pick. Now, what happened was when I came up with this idea, actually, I just realized I haven't got much battery left in my computer. One thing I knew I'd missed one thing, and I'm just going to have to plug my computer in. I am so sorry, and I'll do it right now because usually there's not many people on. Hi, Franklin. I'll be back in 2 tickety ticks. Sorry about that, guys. So you had a bit of a small disaster this morning because my middle child has mice and she loves them so much. And one of them is sick. So it kind of threw me. And I wasn't as prepared as what I'd like to be. Anyway, we are there. Hi, Franklin. So here we go. We got these pick a letter messages. Now the people that are alive are probably obviously going to see all 3 of them. And I believe that they're actually supposed to see all 3 of them. So let's just go with this. Catch my breath from running upstairs. So Like I said before, we're going to have it marked with a stamp. You can then fast forward. So let's get on with this. I picked already 3 bunches of cards. I've kind of looked at a couple of them, but I haven't looked at many. And so it's pre-organized. I'm not going to be shuffling through this. I won't be able to chat to you guys when I actually do these readings because I need to be focusing on what I'm doing. But the channel messages that came through, I just want to interact this. The channel messages that came through were absolutely amazing. And I didn't expect to hear so quickly from the Rainbow Reptilians, and I know as soon as people hear that name, they're just going to go, ugh, reptilians. But we need to realize that not everyone in one race, just like not every human in one race is, you know, a murderer or, you know, a high-class businessman that's just ruthless and stuff. No, not everybody is painted with the same color brush. And rainbow reptilians are ancient beings. They are they have been here for a very long time, waiting for this time to happen. They have a lot of wisdom. They have a lot of knowledge. They are obviously not the same as the governmental, whatever, the ones that are trying to overlord, blah, blah, blah. So their energy is extremely benevolent, and they came through so powerfully and so quickly with their letter. And so I just chose out of 6 letters. I had 2 Palladian messages come through, 1 Andromedan, 1 from the Anunnaki. And that Anunnaki is another story that people will feel about. Now, I think that the reasons why these earth beings are coming through me is because I have no judgment. I have met the reptilians that are not so good. A powerful light burst out of me. I saw it with my own eyes when they try to attack me. So I know that I'm not afraid of them. The Anunnaki also visited me, and I know their energy. But these are the ones that have learnt the lesson, have known what's happening. They want to help. They want to guide us as well. So it's really strange because I had 2 Palladian messages come through, 1 Andromedan message, 1 Anunnaki, 1 Humanity Collective message, and 1 Rainbow Reptilian. So I just chose out of the 6, and 3 of them just wanted to come through straight away, which I was actually, my logical brain's going, oh, really, do I have to do these 3? Because they're the ones that people are about. So what had been chosen was a letter from the Anunnaki, a message from the Anunnaki, a message from the Rainbow Reptilian, which is the first one that popped out, and a message from the Andromedans. So they're the 3 that we're going to get messages from. You just choose, and this is how I will do it. So we have number 1 is the amethyst crystal, a beautiful little amethyst crystal. So if that feels good for you, choose that pile. You can choose more than 1 too. This is a fluoride that's made into a beautiful little diamond shape. And this is a perfect cube pyrite. So you choose which pile, 1, 2, 3, and I will start readings. So I will take 2 and 3 away. And like I said, I already have these. And I will open up and see who, just so I find out. I knew it was going to be the Rainbow Reptilians. They so want to be first with all of this. They just want to jump in. Amazing, powerful wisdom. I really want to get that vibe across to you guys, that these, and like they could be called other people as well by different races around the earth. Not necessarily just Rainbow Reptilians. This is just the name that they gave me. They wanted me to use the name reptilian for this reason of just getting us used to the fact that not all reptilians are negative. But any case, let's get into this. So I will open this letter at the end. If I'm not looking at the camera, I'm used to having it on my computer, so excuse me. I'm getting used to this whole live thing. So I've already got there. They actually wanted me to bring up the beautiful stone that I found at that was touched by beings in Ohio. I picked it up off the driveway of an elder that I was working with in Ohio, and she had circles in this gravel of these greenstones, and they just wanted it to be present. So I'll put that over there as part of the reading. So yeah, there's the rainbow reptilians, and we will mark that off with number 1 so that people that come on can easily see number 1. Okay, guys, so number 1, just once you see that stamp, you can go to number 1. Here we go, into the reading. Rainbow reptilians. So the first cards that came out, they wanted tarots. And the first ones that came out, the first one's tarots. And oh yeah, no, there was oracles first. That's right. The first card that came out was this card here, nothingness. So you go, wow, nothing. Okay. So their message is nothing? No, their message is there is a void that's happening at the moment. We're really in the thick of this void of who we are. We're in a transitional place, and they know that very well. Their next cards that came out was the Understanding Oracle card. This is an Osho pack. Understanding, they want you to have patience with all of that, and also see that the bird is actually freeing itself through the understanding that not all of the bars are up. Like, we think that we have been completely entrenched with this jail-like feeling of the system, but they're saying no, there is gaps. There is big gaps in the system that's happening. The people in charge can't cover all their bases at the moment, so there is big gaps for us to live the life that we actually want. That the next card they got is guidance. They want to help you. They want to guide you. They want to bring awareness to you that there are these beautiful beings that are living in rainbow. Look at the rainbow colors in this. Benevolent beings that are with Mother Earth, that are holding specific information, and they will be guiding us through all of this. The next card that came up for them was transformation. So huge transformation happening with humanity at the moment. We are coming into our light. We are starting to realize who we are. They want to tell you that, there might be some lightning bolts with this transformation, but please realize that they are all meant to be for a reason. There's a good reason why this is actually happening. Consciousness. So we are coming back to our full self. We're coming back to our full consciousness of who we are. They know that, and they are here to help. So there's a couple of cards that came out with the tarot. The tarot cards, they have these 2 page of cups and page of pentacles coming through. I really feel that's telling us that there are some gifts coming our way. There is some gifts in materialism and emotionally that we can tap into. So that's really important. And also this nothingness, if I come back to that, please, that was to do with stillness. They're wanting me to really say that to get these gifts, that stillness that's going to bring us into this information. Also, the 6 of Wands. Now, we don't feel like we should be celebrating in this moment. We don't feel like we should be, because it looks like on the outside world that the others have got us tied up. But they are telling us, no, step into celebrating. If we step into celebrating now, everything will just fall into place, because we've already accepted the fact that we, the light, the people that are waking up, have won. We've already created this beautiful scenario that we're coming up to. We're going to celebrate this, we're going to make this happen. And the next card was the Devil's card. So they're saying that yes, they do realize with this celebration that there is still that tying up of loose ends with this Devil card. And the Devil card, see, the one that they really honed in on is that he's blowing his horn. He's like blowing his horn so free and loud because he's so worried about losing the power. But once they realize that they're part of the whole and that they can come with us, if they drop all of their ego, drop everything that they've done, come to a realization that it was part of the story and they need to let go, completely let go, that there is an opportunity for them to come as well. But at the moment, it doesn't look like so many of them are going to do that. The reptilians are also letting us know that there is contracts being made. There's contracts coming our way, contracts that between these beautiful earth beings and you guys, they've got this earth feeling that's coming up, and they're wanting to really interact with you guys to make you realize that within the caves that dwell within Earth herself, there is some information there that's going to come forth, and it's coming forth thick and fast at the moment. It already is, but this information is so valid to remembering who we are. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on these new things that are coming forth that people will say, is it real? Isn't it real? And much of it is actually real, because people are starting to stand in their power now. They've been gifted with these contracts of actually standing in their power and coming up with this information and showing the world, and not being afraid anymore to bring it out and make, even if they look like fools, they don't give a toot anymore. They're fulfilling that contract that they have. And the last card that they had was the Master's card. They know that you are the masters of your own reality. They have trust that you, with your heart, your special guidance, your heart of who you are, that you can pull through this and you can create the reality that you want as well with them. So I will now read the letter that they've given, that they've channeled. And I also drew a beautiful picture out of respect for them. So this is the picture that I drew. I'll just hold it on that edge there. This is the picture that they drew. So you might get some sort of feeling from that. You might get a sense of something. I like to draw these, and I have my own interpretation of what I'm drawing, and I can go into details with that. But I also like you guys to use your intuition, to learn to use your intuition and feel into it and get what you need out of that. So that's a really powerful, beautiful drawing that came through. Now I will read the message that they said. So, Rainbow Reptilian message. We are the ancient ones of Gaia, the rivers that flow the emotions of Mother Earth into the oceans of her creative womb. The highest peaks to the lowest gullies, we carry the codes connected to the ancient knowledge of Earth herself, and wish this to be passed on to you at such time. Our grandmother energies are held in the caves deep within Mother Earth, or Gaia as you call her. Her connection with us is of one. This ancient wisdom has been held for eons and will now be entrusted with you as you awaken to these new frequencies. The rainbows hold these codes to awaken as light bounces off Gaia, using her emotions entwined with the rays of the sun. You are gifted to awaken with each rainbow you come across. We can smell the earth with our tongues and know you are ready for this. You are the guides that are holding information hidden from many and now returning to those who are awakening. As you step into your light, you are divinity protected and will accomplish much, even though this is the very start of a new cycle. Blessed are you, the chosen ones, for you are the gift to Mother Earth herself. So yeah, sorry, it just gives me goosebumps. Yeah, so another quick look at that beautiful picture for you guys. And see the hole in the scroll. So yeah, there's a planet behind as well. Yeah, extremely interesting. Okay, so that was for number one, pile number one. Now I know that people who are live on this will be watching all of this. Thank you, Karina. I'm actually not going to do the chat today, but just until the end. I will go through the chat at the end, please. And I will absolutely, any questions you have, please put them on the chat. I will answer straight after. Okay, so that is the rainbow reptilians that wanted to come through so desperately. Really do appreciate their beautiful message. So next number we have, okay, number 2. So this is the number 2 stamp. So if you're coming on at this at a later time and you want to figure out which number, just look for the number 2. This is the stamp for it. Okay, so number 2 was this beautiful fluoride diamond crystal that I have, and I will place here by my crystal light over here. And let's see who this is from. So, I can't believe we just jumped straight into the deep end with these very, very powerful beings. Okay, so this one is number 2. This is Anunnaki. Cool, sneaking a watch. So this is the Anunnaki letter. I will put that over here for later to open up, and I'll get the already prepped Anunnaki cards that came through. So this is the, you can read this, guys. I'm probably going to have to make this darker. All learning Anunnaki, okay? The Anunnaki, the first card that came out for them, it just popped out very quickly, is the no need to fear card. Remember how powerful you are. Oh, they came through, and they're very strong when they come through. Anunnaki are extremely powerful, and they want to give you that strength. They want you to realize that they have your back, that they are protecting you, that they are around Earth, Mother Earth at the moment, that they are here. Not only do they want you to realize, to have no fear of what's happening around the world, because that is the game of the illusion, they also want you to recognize, to have no fear of them. There are absolutely, I cannot speak for absolutely every single one of the Anunnaki, just like I can never speak for every single one of humans. I can never speak for every single one of the rainbow, even, oh, mind you, rainbow reptilians are that, because they are that, but not all reptilians are painted the same color. And same with Andromedans and every other species that are out there. You know, we all have choice in this world, but these messages are from the benevolent ones. These are the ones that are woken and realizing what's actually happening here for real, that we are going into connecting with source energy, with our guides, with the reason for even being here. So that's one of the big messages that they've got. So, and then the next message that they got, that they want you to see, is, who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. How amazing. I haven't even seen this. So yeah, they're saying to you, really look deep in yourself. Who am I? Who am I? Now, I had a really profound message that came through. I actually asked this question just a couple of days ago, and probably because their energy is coming through. Who am I? And the answer that I got is, I am the person when I am my most happiest. I am me when I am my most happiest. When I'm that is the divinity of who I am. If I'm in fear, I am not being me. If I'm in jealousy, I'm not being the true me. If I'm in all of those different things that are not so feeling good, it's not the true me. So who are you? Really look into that. What makes you be you when you are the happiest you can be? You know, this is fulfilling for me. This kind of thing, bringing out these messages, I feel fantastic doing. I feel like I'm in my own light, bringing these messages forward. So I want you to ask yourself, really authentically, who are you? That's what the Anunnaki are trying to say. And the next card that they got for you is this. Okay, so that says, never jam today. Never jam today. Promises that never come to be. Empty words, not living in the now. What are we constantly doing here? We're constantly following somebody else's reality. We're constantly following this illusional leadership of reality, and they're dictating to you who you are, what your reality should be, and what happens with that. So I can feel the power of them coming through. What happens when you go into somebody else's reality is you are not denying, you're not authentic, you're not honoring the birthright of who your soul is, and coming into being a human and what you can experience as a human, what you can create as a human, what you can explore as a human. There's so much more to explore, and it's extremely exciting what's coming. So they're very, come on guys, really, you're going to follow something that's not giving you, it's never jam today, you always feel like empty cells when you follow somebody else's reality, is what they're really saying. The next one I got is this card here. I change my story by changing what I believe about myself. When I clean up the lies I believe about myself, the lies I believe about other people change. Every time I change myself, my whole story changes to adapt the new main character. Each awakening that you have is going to bring this new awareness of what reality really is. And in reflection, you will start responding with your reality in a new way. It'll feel different, and you'll start to see when you lose yourself very quickly. So those lies of you losing yourself and not standing in your true happiness are going to come forth when you start doing this. You're changing your story to suit the powerful person that you know you are. And everything starts changing around you. Next card is this card here. Heaven belongs to us because we are children of heaven, and they know this. The Anunnaki really want to interact with you here. They know that they brought you out of the illusion, out of source energy into an illusion, and they now know that they're bringing you, that they're here to help you come back. The voice in our head doesn't belong to us. We aren't born with that voice. Thinking comes after we learn. First, a language, which is funny that this card says first a language, because Anunnaki did actually bring language, the so-called gods that they pretended to be eons ago. They brought us into language away from, because we were disconnected from our right brain, and our right brain had the source energy and the connection to everything is telepathy, sorry. And so they brought in language so that we could still communicate at least with each other, even if it wasn't with, the trees and the Mother Earth and all of that. We still had some sort of communication that was happening. So that was one of their something that they had to do. What do you call it when you get given? Anyway, it doesn't matter. So first language, then all judgments. So it says the voice in our head doesn't belong to us. We aren't born with that voice. Thinking comes after we learn first a language, then all of the judgment and lies. The voice of knowledge comes as we accumulate knowledge. So that it's a really powerful message of they want to bring you back to the awareness of and connect to your right brain again. Yes, they were part of the instigation, and this is why they want to help you come back to yourself again. It was meant to be, it was their mission. That's what I'm trying to say. It was their mission to take you out of that and now to bring you back to that. So they are watching and seeing how powerful you're becoming, because we had to lose that intuitive side, that telepathy side, so that we could learn something from the logical side and what that could produce on Earth. And look what we've produced on Earth. It's amazing what we've produced, even though we have no connection to Earth herself, to source energy, to the plants, to the animals, to everything, to all the other beings. We have had no connection to any of those for so long, and yet we still created amazing things. Can you imagine what humanity can create, the power of us that we can create? So they want you to realize that it's time to come back out of the what's actually being said by people, and feel what's being said by people. You can have two people saying exactly the same thing to you. One will feel totally different. And that one that comes from the heart, that they're very authentic, will feel totally different. Another will say exactly the same thing, but it's coming from their thought process, all the stuff that they were taught and all that, and they think that they're that, but they're not. And then when they speak, you'll feel it. You'll feel the difference. So that is important for them to come across and say that for you. So let's just open up their letter now. So their letter, and this is the image that I got for their letter. So I drew this for you guys. They are hovering above Earth at the moment, and they are watching, they are waiting, they are looking, they are making sure that everything is going to plan. And they recognize too, they really, really wanted me to write, we are one. I didn't want to put any writing on any of these images, but they just kept on saying, no, we are one, we are one. Whether this beautiful message on their ship is actually saying that, or whether that ball is, it's just, you know, the ball to me is source energy, let's put it that way. But I do want you guys to see, and source energy is in between Earth, Mother Earth, and the Anunnaki at the moment. It's teaching us both. We're on a similar course here in the respect of waking up. Okay. So I'm going to read that for you. Anunnaki message. We have been here before to help guide you into losing yourself, and now return to help you find yourself again. This was all meant to happen and was part of a bigger picture that we only just found out about in our recent hundreds of years of your years ourselves. We have passed through your planet's atmosphere to help shift energy stuck, and are now situated close by to keep an eye on this truly amazing awakening. Those that are brave enough to be guided by our energies are truly masters in their own right, as we hold such power of immense strength, and this cannot be handled by many souls on Earth at this time, as the frequency of fear disarms their ability to connect with us. But those of you who are also teach us of compassion and the power of peace of mind. So we're teaching them as well. So it is like an exchange of protection and peace. Those chosen have powerful paths to undertake and will be motivated through their drive and passion to accomplish such tasks. This is and will always be a rewarding experience, as the energy on Earth has now passed through the threshold of the logical mind being in charge, and therefore rewards will flourish when balanced is created within. We are the Anunnaki, king of strength, determination, and power. You are guided well and will succeed. So yeah, so that's their message for number 2. I don't know, I was a little bit shaky with that one, and I think it's because the power that comes in when they come in. So yeah, it was like, ooh. But we'll go with the next one. The next letter energy that I was picked out of the 6 messages was number 3. So that's this beautiful pyrite cube. And I'll sit that up here. And so this is number 3. There's the number 3 stamp if you're doing this live. Let's see if I can get that really in your face. Number 3 stamp if you're doing this, because we're doing this live, and people will watch this afterwards and be able to choose from that 3 stamp. So this is the 3 stamp is the Andromedans. So this is the message from the Andromedans. I'll put that over there, and the beautiful card over there as well. Okay. The message I got from the Andromedans, so we picked out 4. First of all, we picked out No, 4 tarot cards. I'll read these together. So the Queen of Swords came out with the 2 of Cups. And this is telling me that there's some really cut to the truth. This is really important at the moment. We need to just stand in our own power and cut to the truth and keep doing it. And with that, we will have a union that happens between spirit, between Andromedans, and you guys. So cut to the truth. Keep doing that for yourself. There is great connections awaiting you. There is a lot of other beings as well, they're saying, not just Andromedans. They want you to realize that it's not just them. There is a lot out there that are willing to help, a lot of different energies, and it's up to you what frequencies you want to go. But Andromedans are coming up pile 3, so they're definitely in your vortex. And also choices to be made here with the 7 of Pentacles. You have come so far with what we have just, produced in our reality on planet Earth, but we are being given different choice now. And do we want to take that next step and let go of the things that we have already just created? So that's a really powerful message that they're coming through with. The next message that they have was the Star Mother. The Star Mother, how beautiful. Let's see if we can get that in the... She's gorgeous. Loved. The Universal Mother loves and supports me totally. So really they want you to realize just how supported you are at the moment. This is a huge change, huge shift. And the reason why they're coming through me and why so many beings are coming through me and why I've probably had all those beings actually show up in my bedroom, for all those years, is so that I can be one of these people that tell you, that give you that support, that let you know that they are here. They are, the universe really does have your support, and that there's a lot of beings in the universe that are waiting and watching and seeing you birth out of the cocoon of who you are. We really are in that cocoon at the moment. We're completely changing ourselves, and it does bring up a dream that I had, and I think they don't mind if I say this dream, where I was lying down on a cliff and it was very dark, and from my feet up I disappeared into dots, and I was just dots everywhere, and I feel that's where we're at the moment. But then those dots changed, and then they formed my body again. And I looked over at the edge of the cliff. There was a beautiful star being. She was myself as my higher self. And she was looking over the cliff, and she just looked at me and smiled and then just jumped. And she jumped over the cliff into the gold and into the beautifulness. And when I looked over that cliff, she was being carried by these beautiful pink butterflies. Transformation, she was being carried. We really do not need to have any more fear anymore with this process of what's going on. Trust. There is a bigger picture going on here to help awaken all of those that are not awoken. So just stand in yourself and know in your hearts that you are guided. The next card that they got, next message, is I love myself unconditionally. With my attention focused on love, I justify and explain everything I perceive through the eyes of love. This makes it easy to feel unconditional love for all of the secondary characters in my life. So honestly, everybody will be coming with you because you are love. You are source energy. You are the one creating your own reality through love. And through love, wouldn't you bring every beautiful soul that you want to come with you? Yes, you would. So very powerful there. You are an angel. Oh, sorry, here's the next card that I got for you. You are an angel, and your life is your message. See, I haven't seen these cards, so I'm just feeling into them. You are an angel, and your life is your message. You can be a messenger of lies, fear, and destruction, or a messenger of truth, love, and creation, but you cannot deliver lies and truth at the same time. So honestly, this is definitely stepping into your power, and they want you to realize that if you follow, you have to make a choice of following one path or the other. Are you going to follow the lies in your head or the lies of somebody else's reality that they're told you about? Or are you going to really come from love and recognize who you are and the power of who you are? And also they wanted me to, I actually did this quick little one for everybody, and they wanted me to, that popped out for this reading as well. So new opportunities are coming, good vibes only, happy. So really they're saying there are gifts coming your way. Please hang in there. So the message written from the Andromedans, let's go into this. So this is the card that they got, that they pulled for you guys. From the Andromedans. I'm going to see if I can get that even clearer for you. So, beautiful. Andromedan message. People of the earth, it is our privilege to talk through Bobbie and connect with you in this time. We have been around for eons and have been keeping a close eye on you all. The collective listening to this message, you are in direct contact with us through your dreams and more. We are connecting with you on levels that ignite much awareness within you at these times. Your gifts are coming in thick and fast now, and we will be here to guide. Many will be learning through their own passions to direct energy and help heal Earth, to shift the vibration of the waters that flow, to clean up and also to gather information within the waters that was thawed out by the ice melting from the poles. When you fly in your dreams, know that your vibrations are being lifted. Your teachings can sometimes go so far in sleep that your awakened mind cannot quite comprehend yet. So you may not remember, but this will come in time. Please take note of how you feel when you wake up, as this will activate your mind to accepting and remembering, although it is not needed until such time as your unconscious mind will still hold the feelings of these lessons, and one day will be activated in the form likened to deja vu, as you feel that wisdom again while awake, activating the memory to then share with others till we meet again. So that was the beautiful Andromeda message that they sent through me for you guys. Okay, so that is the third reading. Thank you so much for being a part of this new thing that I'm giving a crack at. I really am enjoying this. So I think I'll keep this going. Feels good, feels right. Whew. Okay, so yeah, I will definitely keep in touch with you guys. I also wanted to let you guys know that last night I woke up knowing that I had been talking to, and I've never done this before, the Galactic Federation. Yeah, and there was a Palladian being called Siam, S-I-A-M, and she was part of a collective that was talking with me. Now, when I woke up, I rolled over, and when I rolled over, I just lost it. I lost the message, completely lost the message. So I actually don't know what they were trying to say. So maybe it will come through like the Andromedans saying later on for me. But also, what I did get from it though was almost like a feeling of, yay, we're connecting. I'm connecting with the Federation, Galactic Federation as well. So I'm sure they're going to come through as well. I think they wanted to come through with these readings as well. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had that dream. So really interesting. So Moon said she'll invite me into the Galactic Federation group. Cool. Yeah, let's go with that. I mean, I'm just going to go with the flow of where this all takes me. Yeah, I'd love to be part of that. Thank you, Moon. That's really cool. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this different kind of reading for you, and that you get something out of it for your next step, next movement. I have 3 other messages that I've written, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix them all up. I'm going to keep on adding another channel message every day or every few days, wherever I feel, to the collective of these messages until they become more and more and more and more, and then we'll just be picking them out to whatever frequency is needed at the time for the people that are watching this. So I'll just keep on building those messages up because I think that they're all really needed. And if I feel something needs to be taken out, then I'll take them out. And I've got a beautiful piece of artwork there. Maybe I'll even put them online and see if someone wants them, flip them off for $10 or something. Yeah, so interesting. Thank you so much for being part of this beautiful live reading. Love you all. Wish you all the best for the future. And I will get to those answers on the chat next and have a chat to you guys. Okay, bye.